It's KrepsyK, and today I thought we'd take a break from the ramen that I picked up at the Asian food store and switch to this brand that I saw at a big box store. I've never seen Panda Signature before, but they had 5 flavors. I'm not expecting these to be any better than Maruchan or Top Ramen, though I believe Top Ramen is like a half step below Maruchan, so maybe this will fall a little bit above, a little bit below. But specifically, I'm excited to try the Picante chicken flavor, because I feel like Maruchan's Picante chicken flavor has gotten a little less spicy over the last couple of years. So I'm going to go ahead and this is going to be the series today. We're going to try all 5 today. We're going to start with the chicken flavor, and then we're going to go through, it's going to be like chicken, pork, beef, soy sauce, and then finally the Picante chicken because, well, I think it's delicious. So, first things first is we got to look inside, right? Inside is just the basic flavor packet, though I think this is Mylar instead of like the aluminum they have. So looks like it's 1 packet. And just for seasoning, looks like normal cooking directions. So I'll cook this and we'll go ahead and see how good it is. Alright, and we are back. Got the chicken flavor from the Panda. And first thing I'm going to say is it smells almost identical to regular Maruchan chicken ramen. The noodles seem to be the same quality. It's not like the other brands or off brands of Maruchan or other ramen noodles where the noodles seem kind of, I don't know, off brandish. I don't know how else to explain it. Last test here is going to be taste, and then we can move on to the other flavors. So they taste very similar, though I'm getting another taste here. There's another flavor that I kind of want to pinpoint before I make any comments. Okay, I have it pinned down. So sometimes if you have like, I'm not gonna say older noodles or stale noodles, but you get the idea. Closer to stale or older noodles, they start to get like a cardboard taste. And this has a very slight cardboard taste. It's not overpowering, it's not overbearing, and it doesn't really take away from the overall flavor. But keep in mind, I don't know, these have a date on them. They don't go bad for another year and 2 months, year and a month at the recording of this video. So they're not stale by any means. And so, okay, full breakdown, at least of the chicken. The chicken flavor is almost identical to the Maruchan. The noodle quality is almost identical to the Maruchan. And there's a slight, very slight, like cardboardy type of taste. Now, I looked all over, and I don't know what I did with the receipt. So if these are the same price as your big box store, whatever you have, cup noodles, ramen noodles, oodles and noodles, whatever the brand is, these are, at least the chicken so far is passable. So I'm going to put this on the level of like Maruchan, or maybe a half step down, just because that little slight cardboard taste. And I'm going to do the same type of review for the rest of these flavors, and then I'll give my overall opinion at the end of the video. Alright, so the next one we're going to try is going to be the soy sauce flavor, which I don't know how that's going to turn out. I got the water over there. I don't think any of these are going to have anything different than the 1 packet, but I will open them all up and look as we review them. It looks like it is just this packet. Got some water on the stove. I'll go ahead and cook this up and let you guys know. Got them all finished up. Let's go ahead and try the soy flavor ones. Yep, that's salt. So the soy flavor ones taste exactly like you think they would taste. And I'm not getting as much of like a cardboardy flavor out of these noodles. Maybe the chicken here under this package maybe the chicken was just an anomaly. We'll see by the end of these, the remaining 3 packages, if all of the noodles are going to have like that little after cardboardy taste. So these, I think I would put, you know, right on the level, I guess, as Maruchan. Big box store ramen noodles, I suppose. And the soy flavored is soy flavored. There's really not much else to say about that. So let me finish these, and we'll get on to the next package. Now that that is done, we're going to try the beef flavor. I'm assuming it's all going to be the same, but just because I do it for every other one, I'll make sure to do it here. Chicken side, single soup packet. I actually debated between pork and beef for this, but I thought I think I like pork a little bit better just as a flavor, so I might do that in order to most favorite. That way I can have a good judge. At least judge it, you know, at the level that I'm biased myself. So we're going to try this. Noodles look the same, package looks the same. Here it is, the big reveal. How good are the beef noodles from Panda Signature? Right away, I already think that this is a lower quality beef broth than your regular, like I said, Top Ramen or Maruchan, whatever brand it is that is in your local store, right? This in particular, it's a stronger flavor. I was kind of thinking this since the last packages. I'm not sure if the back of the mouth late flavor of cardboard noodles is just being kind of covered up by the stronger flavors, because chicken's kind of a mild flavor. It's not very bold. Soy sauce is pretty bold. Beef is usually pretty bold. I think that the bolder flavor does somewhat hide that, I guess, slightly lower quality noodle. And I'm not saying it's a lower quality noodle, because the texture is almost exactly the same. It just almost tastes, I don't know, stale. And I checked the dates on all these. They were all manufactured, or at least the end date is all around the same time. So I would put this probably a half step below Maruchan. And it's so strange because the chicken was at or slightly below. The soy sauce I had nothing to compare it to, but flavor and quality wise, at or slightly below. But this is definitely like noticeably a half step below. And it's interesting. Yeah, no, at a second glance, it's spot on, I think, my assessment here. Anyway, I'm going to finish these up, and we'll get to our last 2 flavors. Alright, so the next one will be our pork flavored, again, from the Panda Signature. I'm starting to see a trend. We're going to have our suspicions confirmed probably by the end of this package. I'll probably have a good estimation of whether or not I'm going to really enjoy the next one. Again, single package, regular noodles. Alright, our second to last one here, the pork. Pretty sure there's not going to be anything surprising here. I have a very good idea of how this is going to go, but I'll give it a taste anyway. So, right away, I can tell that there is a different kind of pork flavor. Not any less good, just different. It seems as though, sorry, I had to kill an alarm. It seems that it almost tastes like a saltier, not gamier, but that kind of style. It's definitely like a different like brand of pork flavor. And it's not bad. It's actually really good. And again, because pork is one of the bolder flavors, you know, like beef is a bolder flavor, sometimes shrimp can be a bolder flavor, pork can be a bolder flavor, you know, obviously more than chicken. I don't think that there's a cardboardy taste on the noodles at all. So, I'm going to rate this like exactly as good as your big box brand. And even like maybe a smidge up, because it's just an interesting flavor. It's not the same flavor of pork that I've had before in many other noodles. Maybe other brands share this type of flavor. It's not any better or worse. It's just different, and I like that. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this up, and we'll get to our very last package. All right, now on to the flavor here that I'm most excited about. Absolutely. I say the packaging because I have final comments after I'm going to finish this here, but the Picante chicken. Now, this has been one of my number one flavors from Maruchan, I don't know, for a long time. Now, over time, it seems that the Maruchan ones have gotten less spicy, so I'm hoping that maybe this has a little bit more kick. And so what you'll find when I go over my closing comments here is that the bolder the flavor, the better it kind of became. So like the pork was actually pretty good and the chicken was actually not really good. So I'm hoping that this would be like a big bold flavor, because if it is, and it is, fairly spicy, I might actually come back and buy more of these and just buy less of the Picante chicken from Maruchan. However, again, the way things have been going, it seems that all this has been on par. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get this cooked up and let you guys know my thoughts and opinions on this right here. Okay, we're done. This is it. This is the last package. I have all these in order here, and then I'll give you my closing thoughts on the Panda package ramen noodles. I say that because there's a surprise coming at the end of the video. Alright, let's go ahead, take a bite of this, tell you about it. Okay, right here is, not kidding, the biggest surprise of all the noodles here. Hopefully you made it here to the end, because this right here is actually one that I would buy over the other. Let's go ahead, get to closing thoughts. I will be finishing that. Not that I don't finish the rest, but particularly I'm going to enjoy finishing this. So, I don't want to start with this, but I am going to say I am going to buy another package of this and side-by-side test it with the Picante chicken from Maruchan, because this was really good. Had some extra spice in there, though it didn't taste the same. The flavor-wise, there was some extra heat, which is what I wanted out of the Picante chicken, again from Maruchan, that I enjoy eating on occasion. So, let's start with the chicken. This was not as good as Big Box, right? This was, I would say, like half a step down, I think. The noodles, you could clearly taste. The noodles had a little, like, cardboardy aftertaste. And the chicken flavor was exactly what you'd expect from, like, chicken ramen noodles. Not as good, I think, as Big Box, but close enough and passable. I did find the receipt, and I ended up paying 24 cents for each package. So, 24, 25 cents, depending on where you are. Probably the same. So, this is comparable in price, almost comparable in flavor. The soy flavored noodles are exactly what you'd expect. Soy flavored noodles. I mean, come on. They're soy flavored noodles. Alright, moving on. The beef was interesting. It didn't taste like the beef from the other, like, big box store type Top Ramen, Maruchan. You get the idea. But it wasn't bad. Again, I would rate this about the same as the chicken here. Just a half step below where you want it to be. But for 24 cents, if this is what you can find, I did like that it was a unique beef flavor. So all of these, to me, had a slightly different flavor than your big box style flavors, which could be good. You know, if you want to try a different beef, go ahead and give this a shot. If you want to try soy noodles, go ahead and give that a shot. If you want to try different type of flavored pork, which is what I'm going to move on to, go ahead and give that a shot, right? The whole thing about it is these do taste, flavor-wise, different from the big box ones. And at least with the beef, pork, and picante, it's bold enough that you're not going to really pick up any like cardboardy noodle taste. And I didn't really pick up any of that, at least with the pork or picante chicken. Now, I don't know if that's because they were bolder flavors or the noodles were manufactured at a different time in a different facility, things like that. I haven't had enough of these. Like, I have surely had Maruchan noodles that had a cardboardy taste. That's not uncommon, right? But, you know, I would say only like 2 or 3 of the 5 have had that. Obviously, the ones with bolder flavors, I didn't pick up on that. Maybe they did have a cardboardy taste, but the bold flavor kind of came through and shined through. But, like I said, the pork and the beef have a different flavor, and if you wanted to try a new flavor, I recommend go ahead pick up one of these. Now, to the picante. This needs more investigation. I like it. I actually really like this. I'm glad I saved it for last. I'm thrilled because picante is one of my favorite flavors in ramen noodles. It's very good. This has a different chicken flavor, but also has a stronger spice flavor. So there's like kind of a balance. There's definitely some give and take with this, and I'd like to try this side by side with, you know, the one that I eat on a regular basis. So that's what I have for these. And for the surprise at the end of the video, I will be doing this exact same review, effectively, with the Panda Signature Cup Noodles. They had these, there's hot and spicy, so effectively picante, hot and spicy, effectively picante, chicken, roast chicken, which is going to be interesting, shrimp, spicy shrimp, and beef flavor. And I'll probably start with the beef and the chicken first, just to, you know, make sure I still have memory of these packages. And yeah, so keep an eye out for the next one that we do, which is going to be the Panda Signature Cup Noodles. So, I want to thank you all for stopping by. You all have a great day. This was KrepsyK, and I'm getting out of here. Bro, for real? Okay, whatever.